Hey YouTube, today we got a video on applying vinyl decals. I got this STX Surgeon 500 head, top of the line. It's brand new and it's getting in the inside out stars and bars, so I'm going to show you guys how I apply the stars using the transfer paper, which go on the outside rails, and then how I do the stripes on the inside. Gonna do it up the sidewalls because down here I'm gonna have to get a little innovative to take care of this little ridge that's down by the ball stop. So I'm not gonna do the stripe there because that'll get some hot glue and some other fun things. And then the PPL, my little signature, is gonna go right there, or maybe it won't go right there. It's some weird plastic. Okay. I guess I'll get started with the PPL. So I got some transfer paper here. I'm gonna just cut out an appropriate size strip and show you guys how that's done. So just cut out a little bit. You know, when I send out all the decal sheets I pick out all the little excess vinyl that's, you know, in those little holes there in the P's. So basically, just put it on, smooth it out. You're gonna have to push pretty hard to get it to stick. Just rub it in there. It should pull up pretty evenly with the PPL attached on it. And then let me get some better lighting. Hold on one sec. Alright, should be a little bit better. Maybe just can see what I'm doing. Alright, I apologize. Okay. So then with this, where should I put it on this? This is live, by the way. I think because it's textured down here, there's some grid lines. I think I'm gonna put it right down here in the side. So just gonna get it where I want. Actually, wow, this is really hard to decide. I'm gonna put it. This is like all textured plastic. Wow. I guess I'll just put it here for demonstration purposes. So get it centered. Smooth it out. See, the PPL is right on there. And then the transfer paper. Whoa, it's not even gonna stick on there. This is not how I intended this video to go. Maybe it will stick. Yeah, it'll peel away like such. And you see PPL. So that's how it'll go in most cases. And it sticks right on there. So next, get on to the stars. This is freshly cut. And the excess simply peels away. Boom. You can see how for the PPLs I just did it individually for each PPL, but this I'm gonna just do a whole row of them and then cut out the stars individually. So then peel off the entire strip of transfer tape and place that right along the stars. Smooth it out. You need to have these stick. Oh my gosh, I just ruined all those. Okay, make sure to be mindful of the other decals on your sheet. I'm going to cut out all these stars. And then I'll show you guys this. I'm just going to smooth it out on the edge of my desk here, both sides. And that'll make sure that they come up clean. And then cut out the individual stars. Okay, once we got that done, these should peel off pretty cleanly. See, there's my star. Whoops. And then basically figure out where you want it on the head. I'll try to do this upside down and show you guys. It's got the ACP built in there. I can't scrub it off like I normally would on an old surgeon. So I'm going to try to center it right down here. I guess that'll work. Might have to move that up a little bit. Like I said, this is simply demonstration purposes. So I continue these up the side. I'll do another one just to show you guys. So find out where you want to put it, and smooth it on there, and remove the transfer paper with ease. And then I would continue going up the sides all the way with these stars and on the side walls. Okay, so you guys got the gist of that. And another way to do a star would be just simply get an X-Acto or a little spatula thing like this. Similar tools will work for this, and you can just kind of peel it up off the paper and put it on there. You know, nothing too complicated, just because it's a smaller decal and it's not too complex. Because I've done dies when there's been different parts of the decal that aren't connected, so the transfer paper helps keep them in the approximate distance to each other. You know what I mean? Like, say there's a pattern. Well, PPL is a perfect example. If I were to pick up each letter individually, that might not be spaced correctly. So the transfer paper helps keep it in proximity to each other, I guess. So next on the stripes, it's got a couple left over from, you know, usually my whole sheet of these. I sell these for 20 bucks if you want to pick one up on my website. I don't use the transfer paper for the stripes. I either just pick it up like this, just go right to my fingers, and then I'm gonna just line it up on the center one. So it's gonna be kind of hard to show. Excuse me. Okay. So doing the stripes is pretty basic. See there, it's perfectly lined up in the middle. And then I space these out I put another stripe. And then line it up. Right next to the first stripe. And this is simply for spacing, to make sure all the stripes on the inside are the same size. As you can see, lined up right next to each other. And then you can see a little bit of line in there just because there's the hole right there on the throat. That's why there's that little stripe right there. It's just poking through. And then these continue up the side. So, ooh. This is pretty straightforward. You just stick it on. Okay, that one's on there. And then take off my little spacing bar, move it up a row, and then this continues all the way up the inner side wall. And you guys should get the gist of it. So, you know, for bigger, simpler decals, you can just use a vinyl or a X-Acto blade and your hands to stick it on there. And for smaller things like stars, or here, let me get my little book out. I got some examples of more complex. Here's more sheets I sell, like the palm trees. Just a bunch of excess things like these flowers. If you were to just pick them up individually, petal by petal, it'd be really hard to keep them in the right relation to each other on the once you move them onto the head. So the transfer paper helps keep them in shape. You know, something like that's really fragile, like even though it might be one piece, something like these Vineyard Vines whales, once I peel out the inner part of that, that's a little bit difficult to put on. What else I got here? You know, something like these college logos. Well, this one's Boston College. Once I pull out all the insides on those, these are just some old ones I've got. Yeah, so that's about it. I'm gonna hopefully get a bunch more vinyl sheets available for sale. I'm gonna start doing the custom ones again. You'll see that back up on my site soon. Now I got a bunch of new designs. I'm gonna start doing some houndstooths, maybe shamrock themed, like Irish or something, argyles, checkerboards, some maple leafs. Probably gonna do just individual die decals, so maybe like a single star for like a quarter or something, and then half sheet for 15, and a custom full sheet, so 8.5 by 11, just whatever you want on the page, for 25, and then shipping's like $250 for first class package, so it'd be $27.50 and $17.50 for the full and half sheet. So yeah, that's about it. You guys saw me apply them on there, you know, little phrases, small decals and larger decals. And that's about it. Let me know if you guys have any questions, and have a good day.